All right, we're back with the fiber optic fix, part 2. I do have a light source here, LED light, similar to what the headlight would produce, I'm assuming. And the cable that's there is producing light. It's not a lot, but you know, it's there. So the next test is, this is the new fix, which I want to thank somebody for this idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this, is to just use the ferrule and use that like halfway down, you know. So we'll slide this so that it's like down in there, right? Part of the way. And then we'll slide that over the end. I'll get this mocked up and be right back. But, you know, basically we're just gonna put these together like that. And then I've got some heat shrink tube that will cover the whole thing if I want. I decided I probably won't crimp it, because if I just heat shrink it, well, I'm gonna glue it actually. So the first experiment, and I'll show you this, is I'm just gonna do a dry test. And then, but I think what will up the game is, now somebody suggested a clear epoxy. I actually don't have any clear epoxy, but I have this CA glue, which is basically super glue, and this is a real thick one. I have a few of these. It comes in like thin, medium, and thick, and this is the thick one. So this is going to be pretty goopy, and I'm just gonna get a little bit down in there. Got a toothpick handy, but first let me show you the test with just butting up the two edges inside the ferrule. Okay, so this is what I have set up. Is it ideal? Not really. Let me show you where we're at with no super glue. So with no glue in there. So it's definitely, you know, not as strong, which I didn't expect it to be. I would say it's minimal. But let's see if we can improve it. So that's the dry test, and then I'm gonna super glue these and we'll see if it makes a difference. And just to be clear, you know, this is a quick fix. I know that the best way to do this would be to replace this piece, which I may still do. I may order some fiber optic and put it in. I don't want to go ahead right now anyway and order the kind of official C3 fiber optic replacement, because it's $400 and something just for the front end, and none of the other ones are broken. It's just this one. So, you know, for $400, I'm gonna just deal with this one, and if I lose the one or if it's weak, I'm okay with that. Be right back after I do the glue. Okay, so here's the fix. Both sides, put a little shrink wrap on there, shrink tubing, got the light going. I do have to move the light around to get it focused, but it's coming through. Of course, it's not as good as if it wasn't repaired. But it works. Let me see if I can move the light source, or I'm gonna move the cable. See if I can get it dialed in a little more. So there's off. So, I mean, you could see it. You can see that there's something there, and there's, you know, it's there and it's not there. So, you know, honestly, I'll take it. For a repair, you know, the alternative is what? Nothing. And now this is fixed. It's watertight. Pretty uninvasive, I think. Just one ferrule and some shrink tube. And just try to sand those down. Again, I sanded both of the ends as square as I could, starting with like 600, then 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. Same thing on the end here. I might try to get this a little better. This is, I don't think it's great, you know, the input. And I think, where's the other one? Well, these are, yeah, those are bulbs. Anyway, I think there are lenses that are used. See this? I think that is a fiber optic. And you see how it has that whole lens on it? And so I don't know if this one is supposed to have a similar lens or not. That's the next thing I'm gonna look into. Maybe you guys know, you can let me know. But for right now, Anyway, we have light. A very small amount. But I'll take it. I got to move on and do other stuff, but I'm going to call this a, you know, a bit of a success. It's not as good as it can be. I'll deal with it later. I might look into replacing that piece of fiber optic, but honestly, I've got bigger fish to fry at the moment, as you can see. So thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for all your tips and advice. Good luck with all your projects.